Namaste, welcome back to this interesting video today. I'm going to be talking about change. So change don't come easy, does it? So talking about change, I'm here at this lovely place on this lovely morning, and what a morning it is to, have a lovely sip of hot coffee and be in this environment which is so very beautiful. And let me just quickly give you a backdrop of where I am, and that's basically the skyline out there by the bay, which is right behind me. It's such a lovely place here. So what is change, and why are we time and again being challenged by change, is a question that many people have asked me, and I thought I'll just do a little quick one about change. Now, change don't come easy, does it? And when it happens, we have a load of challenges. So I'm here to just give you, 5 easy, quick tips on how you can embrace change and live with change with ease, and make it really happen in your life in the way that you would appreciate it and acknowledge it the way it comes and transforms your situation or your lifestyle in entirety. So the first thing is having a growth mindset. So the moment you start switching your mindset with this attitude of having growth as the core fundamental pillar, change becomes a core element within that. So we are able to adopt and appreciate and acknowledge anything that comes as a new or as a different sort of a task or an activity or a learning that we need to do through the new change that comes your way. So first thing is having a growth mindset. The second thing is embrace it. When it comes to you, try to think of it as something as a new. There's something that's different that's coming in here. So sometimes, or rather many a times, we have situations where we are so used to the norm and the kind of the BAU stuff, the usual kind of things that we normally do. And when there is something that comes as a shift, it becomes way too challenging for us to adopt it. So, but when you think of it with an aspect of this is something different that I need to start switching to, then your mindset starts focusing on the change that's coming your way. And these changes can come in different forms, right? It can be triggered by your own actions, it can be triggered by actions initiated by others, or it can be triggered by actions that are magically blessed from the universe as well. So the fundamental thing for us is to embrace it. Now, the third thing is about having the attitude of going with the flow. So do not overthink on the changes that come your way. Now, it could be as simple as a situation where, let's say, for example, you're on a beautiful road trip and you've got your maps on your GPS. It's taking you to a nice adventurous place for that day, and it so happens on the way you kind of took a wrong turn, and what happens? You ended up in a place that you didn't plan to be at, and now that's a change. Now it can mean that it was not a change that was intended by you, or it was not a change that was triggered by you, but it happened. Now, if we go a bit deeper on that change and start exploring, okay, now that I'm here, so what best I can do, having reached this amazing place that I didn't even have in my map in the first place, right? So when you start executing your thoughts in that direction, you start exploring the place that you are in, and as a result, you start enjoying the moment of being in the now, rather than thinking about, oh my God, I had this sort of mapping in my GPS and it didn't work out, and then I ended up in this place, and this is going to create a delay in my overall trip for the day, and so on. If you just sort of stop that for a moment and just, okay, we are here now, so let's see what we have in store, let's make the best of it. That is where you're trying to soak it in and then start bringing it with the acceptance of what comes your way. Now, the fourth one is staying away from things that you cannot really control. So there can be many elements through a change that we don't really have much control in them, you know. So for example, you know, there could be something where your job is at stake. Um, we are living in a world where no job or no work is permanent. There is very rare a situation where you join a workplace and you end up retiring there, right? Now, those days are gone, long, long gone. So there's so much dynamism in everything that we do on a daily basis, right? So let's say there is something where your job is likely to be, you know, in a situation where there's going to be a shift, there's going to be a change in the structure or in the way that we are doing things today, and so on. And as a result, you need to kind of equip yourself to transition and be in that momentum of the transformation that the organization is going through. Now, this is not something that you might have expected so soon or at that particular point in time in your life or in your career. But if you let the flow go, you never know what's in store for us from the universe. And believe me, I've had so many instances in my life where change has only been the constant. And every time I've started adopting to the flow of the change, I have no clue what's in store. You know, I have had so many situations where I had to change my jobs, change my country where I'm staying, and you know, change my lifestyle. But it all came as a surprise. And the moment we start adopting that and we start accepting it and believing from the deepest part of our heart and soul that the better is yet to come, it happens. You know, that's when you're starting to accept that positive energy than getting sucked into the negative, you know, syndrome of feeling dejected or feeling rejected, not recognized, not appreciated. You stay away from that sort of a conversation and you start switching your mindset and your thought form towards this, and let go of the things that you cannot control or you don't have real control at that point in time. Leave it, surrender it to the universe, and the magic happens. So the moment you start taking accountability of what you can, you know, sort of action upon based on your own tasks and your own initiatives versus what you think that is not in your control, and you leave it to the universe to handle it, it does take actions through the universe's ultimate magical powers. So at the time when things have to switch and things have to move, the magic happens. And at that time is when you will start really noticing the amazing changes that you get, the new place that you've been asked to move to, the new job that comes your way, the new connections that you make, you know, the new opportunities that is going to be right in front of you with the door open for you to just walk in and grasp it, right? So keep in mind, don't control things that you cannot control. Leave it to the universe. And the last thing I would say is be curious. You know, always have that curiosity, always have that, you know, excitement that yes, this is something different. This is something that I did not expect to happen during the course of this year or during this particular month or during this particular project or initiative. And this is exciting and I'm going to be looking forward for it. Show me the surprise, show me the magic, let me be a part of it. For example, you know, this video that I'm shooting here today, I never expected to be here in this beautiful terrace garden this morning and with a lovely cup of coffee, but it happened. You know, I had actually no intention to come here. I actually wanted to do an indoor video, but you know, I just thought, okay, wow, it's a nice, lovely sunny day here, and you know, what best opportunities can I get to do this lovely video on this beautiful sunny morning. So, you know, that's the beauty. The moment you start, you know, enjoying and trying to be more curious of, okay, what else do you have? You know, what else is coming my way? Let's embrace that. Let's enjoy it. Let's bring in that mindset of curiosity and trigger it and see what else can I be blessed with. And there is the lovely view again with all these high-rise buildings. And again, please bear in mind, change is an amazing process to transform yourself and grow with it and expand yourself. So adopt it, embrace it, respect it, acknowledge it, drive your force through those changes, and you will see miraculous, magical moments happening in your life right from the very first step that you take to start accepting those changes. So don't put a shield or a door in front of it and close it and say, I do not want it. Yes, it's hard, change don't come easy, but bear in mind, you will stand tall, you will stand successful, you will be shining like a bright star out there. So embrace it, respect it, acknowledge it, appreciate it, and go with it with the flow. With that, I'm going to sign off now. Namaste, and thank you again for listening in. And as always, please do like and subscribe our channel to help us expand and collectively grow. Once again, making a life rather than just living it. Thanks again for listening in and tuning into our channel. There's more to come. There's more to be, collectively growing in this channel every week at Figure Outable. Thank you again, and namaste.